Yo, what's poppin', people? Your boy Snacks is back in the building with another banger. And you know how we do before we get this thing started. Y'all know what to do. Go ahead and do your boy a solid. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and whatever you do not forget to click that notification bell so you'll know when your boy is going live or dropping this heat. As we work our way to 20K, y'all know what to do, man. Go ahead and click the subscribe button, subscribe to the channel, just get the numbers up. But somebody sent me a video. I ain't gonna say no names. It says Snacks. I need you to watch this video and then give me an interpretation for what you think. So I watched the video. It was a video that Jeff Lightsey Jr. put out. And if you don't know Jeff is a JSU guy. Jeff's been covering Prime for a while. Got into a little tiff with Prime when he was at JSU. Got himself blocked. But and he said he wasn't gonna cover Prime when Prime left for Colorado. But the last 2 years, Jeff has been covering Prime since he left Colorado. And I ain't got no problem with it. You know, I've been watching Jeff since Prime was in Colorado. Jeff first and a few other people, you know. But and I watched First because First is from Alabama and was in my city. So it is what it is. But this video, Jeff is asking the question, but he's really making a statement. And he's wrong. So we're gonna jump into it because I was gonna just make a regular video about it, but I wanted you guys to hear his side and hear what he had to say. And y'all know how we do when we break them down, we break them down. So we're gonna bounce right into it. And no, I am not on my premium account. So who knows? Let's go.
For 1 year, somebody like a Miller Moss, before playing Juju Lewis? One person actually believes so. Someone who actually knows the Colorado program quite well. Let's talk about it after the bumper. Stay tuned.
No, we're not watching the bumper, Jeff. I mean, for real. That bumper is long as hell, and it really don't do nothing. You need to speed it up for about 5 seconds. But let's go.
What is going on, everybody? What is going on, everybody? My name is Jeff Lightsey Jr. This is the Victor Formation Sports Show right here on Jeff Lightsey Jr. YouTube, Facebook, wherever you get your content. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe, and the notification bell because we upload all the time. Now, we know Colorado has brought in five-star quarterback Juju Lewis to be their quarterback of the future. As we know, when Prime brings in a freshman, he expects that freshman to contribute or to start or to play right away. Like he's not bringing you in if he doesn't think that you can help the team that upcoming year. But one person actually, and that even includes a player like to the caliber of Juju Lewis. I think that's what attracted Juju Lewis to go to Colorado is the simple fact that you can go and play right away and be the starting quarterback as a true freshman potentially. But there's one person who knows the Colorado program quite well that seems to think that there's a bridge quarterback out there. One, he even names the quarterback he thinks, Miller Moss.
And that's where we wrong. Colorado doesn't need a bridge quarterback to bridge the gap between Juju's freshman year and his sophomore year. I don't think any of these people understand how good Juju Lewis is right now. Juju Lewis is better than 65, 75% of the quarterbacks starting in D1 right now. Y'all don't know how ready this young man is for college football. Y'all don't understand how good he is at quarterback. You do not understand the talent, the potential, the way he sees defenses. it's scary at a man that's just 17 years old. If you don't know, Juju is only 17 because this is his third year of high school, not his fourth. He pushed up a grade so he could graduate early to become a senior and enroll in Colorado early. Do you know how much work that takes? A lot. I'm telling you how much work it takes to push past your 11th grade season, to then all of your 12th grade stuff compacted into half a year, only to graduate early, all while playing football at a high level. Y'all talking about pressure on the field? Oh, no, that ain't nothing. But let's let Jeff finish because I want y'all to have a clear understanding. Let's go.
To bridge
And Miller
that
Moss ain't
between
it.
Juju Lewis, the future that is Juju Lewis in the current time to potentially win right now with the guy that has experience already. And that person is Keyshawn Johnson talking about Miller Moss and potentially being the starting quarterback at Colorado. So this was put out, the All Gas No Breaks podcast by Keyshawn Johnson, and this is what he had. All Facts No Breaks, sorry, All Facts No Breaks, and this is what he had to say when it comes to potentially having a guy like Miller Moss be that bridge quarterback to Juju Lewis. Let me go ahead and adjust this because I watch everything on really fast. But let's take a listen to what Keyshawn had to say.
But now, I just hope Miller Moss, I swear I hope he goes to Colorado. That would be crazy. Now, the way you said it, that would be nice. And Juju would get a year to just relax.
Yeah, he said he wants to go to a championship type contender.
And they'll definitely be that.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Travis Hunter's gone.
No, but they got all the other dudes, though. They got guys now.
Yeah.
And they're going to bring in more guys. The left tackle, what's his name? Seaton, I think his name is.
I know you're talking
Jordan,
about
Jordan Seaton or something like that.
5-star.
They got him. They got the other dude coming that played with Lewis at the right tackle position, that played with the quarterback, Juju Lewis, that's coming. They got another receiver. They got running back. Man, that's the spot. And he going to dive into the portal. And the shit's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I'm telling you, he's going to learn from a number of NFL guys. Why wouldn't he?
And now he's about to get into something that actually is kind of interesting. So he's pointing out, the different pieces of the Colorado recruiting class and the guys that, obviously that are coming in as freshmen. I think he mentioned Juju Lewis. I think he's mentioning Carday Smith. It'll play the right tackle, 6'6", 330 pounds. And then, of course, we know Prime hits the portal really, really hard. But this part right here, when he talks about offensive coordinator Pat Shurmur and all those NFL dudes in the Colorado building, what makes it so attractive to so many prospects, recruits, transfer portal, whoever. I think this is pretty critical when it comes to a potential player like a Miller Moss.
You think Deion's going to be there for a while?
Yeah, Prime ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
We absolutely hope.
And he actually will. He talked about it earlier. He must have talked about it earlier in the segment. But he has said something about, going to a place like Colorado for Miller Moss because they throw the ball. Pat Shurmur's an offensive coordinator that used to be a head coach and is going to be able to teach you and get you pro ready. Shedeur Sanders was a pro quarterback going into Colorado.
Listen, Miller Moss is okay. Miller Moss is not Juju Lewis. And I told you guys Lincoln Riley is not a quarterback guru. Lincoln Riley got lucky one time. He really got lucky 4 times because the people that won Heisman trophies under him weren't his quarterbacks. But I digress. I'm not going down that road again because Lincoln Riley is not who y'all think he is. That's why USC has sucked every year that he's been there. As I told y'all from the jump, Lincoln Riley cannot coach football. But people don't want to listen to me. I keep trying to tell you, Lincoln Riley is ass. He's a hell of a coordinator, but he is not a head coach. That is not his position. Everybody's not gifted in that way. And some people just need to stay on their side of the street. And he keep crossing the street. And they keep running him over. Stay over there. because head coaching is not for you. But Miller Moss is not needed in Colorado because you guys. First, let's just address what he was talking about. Pat Shermer is a hell of a coach. I know the people in Denver are still pissed off when he was there. No, that has nothing to do with this. This is a whole different entity. Julian is already a pro-style quarterback. Julian can layer the ball. Julian is precise with his passing. Julian can throw the ball 70 yards down the field in the air. Julian has great footwork. Julian has great arm strength. Julian knows where to position his arm to get the ball off. Julian is the most college-ready quarterback coming out of high school. Julian is better than a lot of the quarterbacks that are already playing D1 college football. Y'all don't believe me. Julian is Shador all over again. Y'all still don't believe me. Y'all haven't watched the tape. Watch the tape. I can pull it up because I got tape. But watch. Never mind. Oh, I got to go in my bag. I got to go in my bag. Where is the tape? Where is the tape? Where is the tape, Snacks? We gonna get the tape. But I got the Keaton Russell tape. I got Juju tape. Where is the tape? I mean, I don't know why y'all ain't seen Julian's highlight tape, but for those who haven't seen Julian's highlight tape, that right there is Julian Lewis, athletic quarterback who can also run the ball when necessary. But he is Shador all over again because he doesn't look to run. He looks to pass. You see him go through his progressions quickly. Eyes down the field at all times. Look at that. This is a D1 quarterback. That's a quarterback. Look at this man go through his progressions. Athleticism, escapability, footwork. Now watch this ball. That's precision. That's beauty. One more for y'all, and then we're going to get back to Jeff. Get out of there. This is what you call a quarterback. That's precision. This is what I'm talking about. Juju is a great quarterback. You just have to see it. Watch the tape. A lot of people are wondering what's going to happen with this quarterback. Is he going to be ready to play? This man can play right now. Right now. Not in 2026. 2025. Out the gate. But let's get back to Jeff. And
Sean Lewis, he did all right with Shador, but they replaced Sean Lewis with Pat Shermer, and they had great success. And Pat Shermer is someone who knows the NFL. He knows the style of play that the NFL wants to have. He knows what they want to do in the NFL.
Pat Shermer was a tight end coach. This offense is going to be crazy this year.
And he knows how to get you best prepared to go play in the NFL. That's why Shador Sanders is going to be between that and his God-given ability, it's going to be the number one overall pick more than likely. More likely to my Raiders, hopefully, Lord willing. But nonetheless, he's not going to be anything past 3. And so a guy like a Miller Moss, who has had success at the collegiate level. Now, Miller Moss got benched, right, at USC. But they needed a scapegoat. And Keyshawn kind of talked about it in that video. They needed a scapegoat because their season was going so horribly. But Miller Moss didn't put up bad numbers.
They needed a scapegoat because their coach is trash. And everybody refuses to say it. The head coach of the USC Trojans is trash. What Bubba Dub at when I need it? Trash. I mean, horrible. Miller Moss is not a bridge quarterback. Miller Moss can't play in that offense that Pat Shurmur has. Miller Moss can't make the passes that Juju makes. Miller Moss can't make every pass. Juju can make every throw. There's the difference. Miller Moss is good, but Juju is 10 times better.
And Miller Moss is not a bad player. That's why Miller Moss is probably, if not the most coveted portal quarterback, is right there at the top because he's accomplished the most, more than most of the guys that are in the portal as far as quarterbacks. He won a bowl.
No, Miller Moss is going to get taken because people believe that Lincoln Riley is good. And Lincoln Riley is not good. He is not the quarterback guru that people think he is. Now, Juju is going to end up working with Darryl, the same quarterback coach that Shedeur had, and he's going to get 10 times better. Trust what I'm telling you. The young man is so good right now that he can outplay most of the quarterbacks in D1 right now. Why do you think Prime went and got him? Why do you think they fought so hard for him? Why do you think everybody else wanted him? They don't know what to do with it. Most people don't have the vision to see forward that Prime does. People don't see talent like Prime can. And Corey Phillips. Both of those two are impressive when it comes to seeing talent. Going to Colorado for any player. When Colorado reaches out to you as a player and give you a pro tip, go. Don't. Those guys are one of the best evaluators of NFL talent. Because all of them have done it on a higher level. They know what NFL players and prospects look like. Everybody on that staff can see it. They know it. And when they reach out to you, you better go. That's your best ticket to the NFL. But let's go.
Whole game throwing for 372 and 6 touchdowns against my Louisville Cardinals. He beat LSU to start the season and played an amazing game in that game. Now, once again, UFC season went off the hinges, but it wasn't all Miller Moss's fault. Miller Moss did some really, really good things under Lincoln Riley's tutelage and for USC. And a lot of teams are going to think that they can bring in a Miller Moss and instantly upgrade their quarterback position.
They're not.
With Colorado, it's, do you want to redshirt Juju? Do you want to keep Juju on the bench? Does Juju Lewis, as a true freshman, give you a better chance to win 8, 9, 10, 11 games, get to the Big 12 championship game as a true freshman, then potentially a veteran quarterback with only 1 year to play like a Miller Moss? Now, I'm
going to say this, and I'm going to say this one time. Jeff, you're asking the right questions. And I understand where you're going. But you're not the only one to ask. No, I watched Brian Howell last night while I was on the road. Him and Mr. Smith. And Brian Howell was wondering. He was wondering if Juju was the right or if Juju could start. Everybody is worried about what every other freshman quarterback has done in D1 instead of judging the talent for itself. Just like I told y'all before the season started about Dylan Raiola, they just don't want to listen. You don't want to listen. I told you what Dylan Raiola was. He's not what y'all thought he was. He wasn't completely. Now, if anybody needed to sit for a year, was him. Need to have a seat over there in the corner and watch and observe and grow. He's a good quarterback. He's not all the way ready. But as Colorado and their staff are observers of talent and judges of talent, they judge talent really, really well. Because everybody's looking at the first season. The first season was a rush job. Needed bodies. Didn't matter. We needed some good bodies and everybody else just come on. This season, they were pickers of talent. They were judging. They were able to take their time and go about, hey, you, watch the tape. Let's see what you can do. Come on in, let's talk to you, see if you're a good fit. See, and this year, it's going to get even better because the foundation is set on the team. Foundation is set. With the freshmen that's coming in, they know what they got, and they know what they're going to be able to work with. Now, the transfer portal, oh my God, the monsters that will show up. The starters that are going to show up. Believe me when I'm telling you this, Colorado is going to be a monster next year. And Juju will win Freshman of the Year, whole bunch of awards, because he's just that good. But let's let Jeff finish what he was talking about so we can get back into it. You know what I'm talking about? Come on, Lightsey.
I'm talking about Miller Moss specifically, but just any bridge quarterback. I don't know who all's out there right now because the portal is ever changing and everybody who's in the portal isn't actually in there just yet. But for the guys that are in there that only have 1 year left, Miller Moss is the best one. And so would you rather, I'm asking you as in the audience and leave your comments down below. Would you rather just to hell with a bridge quarterback, let's run out the freshman and see what we got, or potentially bring in that bridge QB for 1 year who is potentially better than Juju Lewis right now? Because I'd argue and say Miller Moss is probably a better college quarterback than Juju Lewis, a guy coming out of high school. He's a 5-star, he's a stud, but he hasn't ever played. He's never played at this level. Miller Moss has played at this level in this conference and had some success at this level in this conference.
I mean, oh my God. That right there. That right there. You can't do that. Everybody's going to do that right there. He hasn't played. Of course, we know he ain't played yet. He's still in high school. He's going to go play for a state title right now. Two Georgia teams are going to go play for a state title. The team that Juju's playing this weekend has another recruit on the opposite team that Colorado has coming in also. What does that tell you? See, people are asking that question and saying that Miller Moss is better than Juju because he's played in college already. He's also been benched already. Juju been starting since he was a freshman. You don't come out of middle school and play 7A in Georgia and go directly to a title game, playing people like Caleb Downs and all of those other superstars that's in college right now. So, Juju has thrown for over 10,000 yards in 3 years. Throwing at 60, his percentage went up each year. Yards went up each year. Touchdowns went up. He's been improving year by year by year by year by year. And this time it's going to double up. It's going to get greater. The kid is more than ready.
Now, you'll say, well, Prime trotted out Shedeur, and Shedeur was just fine. And he was. He was just fine. Shedeur hit the ground running when he got to college. But that was a different level. That was the FCS level. That was at Jackson.
It don't matter the levels. Shedeur was going to do what he was going to do regardless of Jackson State, Colorado, FIU, Alabama, Syracuse, Michigan, Ohio State, Florida State. No matter where you put Shedeur, he was going to shine. He was going to be great because he is gifted in that manner. He has that talent. He has that vision. He can see the field. He knows football. It wasn't because of the level he was playing on. It's football to them. And they're good at it. That's what you need to understand. So no matter who steps up, you said it when he put up Jackson State. He wasn't going to be able to do what he did at Jackson in Colorado. Because remember, that's a lower level. But he went to Colorado and did better than he did at Jackson State. So somebody tell me something. Because they get better every year. They don't regress. They get better. And those two quarterbacks, Julian and Shedeur, are amazing at getting better every year. But I'm going to let Jeff cook. Come on, Lightsey.
State, and that was with the talent level of Jackson State, and what they had built, what Coach Prime had built there, was so much higher than everybody that they played against.
And guess what's going to be at Colorado? The talent at Colorado is going to be so much better than the talent at all of the Big 12 schools. Colorado's going to have the best team in the conference. Again, without Shedeur, without Travis, without LeJounte, without Shiloh, without the block bully, without Cameron Simba and Craig, without a lot of those players coming back, they're still going to be the best team in the Big 12 because now they're starting to reload, not start over again. Because without the transfer portal, the wide receiver room is good. Without the transfer portal, they still got 3 backs that are really, really good. They got to push up on the line stuff some more. But y'all said he wasn't going to be able to get that line to play together that good in such a small amount of time because they need time in their jail. Apparently, Coach Prime knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. Unlike most coaches, because most coaches wouldn't have been able to get their offensive and defensive line to play so well in such a small time together. So apparently he's better than most. But you still got that benefit of the doubt. When y'all stop doubting Prime, y'all will feel so much better. Because he don't lose. And he don't miss. All he do is win. But let's go. Lightsey.
So yeah, Shedeur was a stud, and he made amazing plays, but the talent level as a team was so much higher than everybody that they played. That's not going to be the case for Colorado. They're going to have extremely good talent, but the talent is going to be fairly even, if not slightly above, against all the other teams that you're playing, the Arizona States, the BYUs, the Iowa States, etc. And so, and college is still an adjustment, whether you want to believe it or not. It is an adjustment to play at the Power 5 collegiate level. And bringing in a guy who's played at this level, he hadn't played in this conference. He's in the Big Ten, Big 12. I'm getting that mixed up. But bringing in a guy who's played in the Big 12 level, the Big 10, a higher level, some would say, played in the Pac-12, played against Power 5 teams for years now. Is he a better guy to bring in? And would you even want that? Or would you just want to trot out the true freshman and let him play right away at the quarterback position? Something that
Miller Moss is not what you think he is, Jeff Lightsey Jr. Miller Moss, football quarterback. Let's run it up. Miller Moss, ESPN, 2023. 12 completions of the 14 attempts. 2023, 46 of 65 for 70%. 2024, 233 completions of 362 attempts. 64 18 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. So you tell me, Miller Moss threw 9 interceptions this year. Really? 9? To only 18 touchdowns. But what I'm telling you is Miller Moss is not Juju Lewis at all. Miller Moss don't have the stats. I don't know. Juju has. Let me pull up Juju stats right now. I know he's throwing for over 10,000 yards. There we go, max prep. Julian Lewis, this year, 24-25, was 222 completions out of 293 attempts for 3,272 yards at a 75% completion rate. Julian has thrown 44 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. There is no comparison. I know y'all are saying that's but Snacks, that's high school. It's the touchdown to interception ratio that gets it. If you can throw 44 touchdowns and only throw 4 interceptions out of how many games has Julian played this year? 13 games so far. Accuracy. How many interceptions did he throw? 2 last year. His freshman year, he threw 12 interceptions. Let's look at it. Julian Lewis this year. There he is, right there. It says junior because this is his 3rd year, but it's really his senior year. 222 for 293, 3,272 yards, 75% completion average of 14.7, 251 yards a game, 44 touchdowns. He threw 48 last year. He threw 4 interceptions. 2 interceptions last year with 48 touchdowns. Come on, dog. This is the difference that I'm telling you about. Julian is a beast. Hell, the man even fumbled. He had one fumble. He lost it. And that was sophomore season. That was last year. He hadn't fumbled this year. He's run for 212 yards all purpose in 3 years. He ran for 82 yards this year. See, he doesn't run the ball a lot. He scrambles. He's like Shador. He steps left, steps right. He gets out of trouble, but he's always looking to throw the ball. He only runs when it's absolutely necessary. But he finds his target and he laces them up. That's what I'm telling you. You saying these are only high school stats. This is impeccable. 10,484 yards, 140 touchdowns in his career, and he's only 3 seasons in. That's ridiculous. In 3 years, the man has thrown 18 interceptions. 3 years. This year, in 7 games, was it even 7? Miller Moss threw 9 interceptions. So, you tell me. I know he ready. Y'all don't think he's ready. I know you're ready. That's what I'm saying. The youngin is ready for football. So y'all better get ready. Because he coming. And when he come in, and he logging in early, when they say Julian Lewis has entered the chat, y'all get ready for a hell of a season. But anyway, man, we're going to get out of here. We're going to let Jeff Lightsey Jr. have it after that point. It's a pretty good video. I watched it. But the answer to your question is no. They don't need a bridge quarterback. Julian is the truth. Just watch him play and judge for yourself. But they still got quarterbacks in that room. And Ponder is no joke at CU. Just because Christian Ponder y'all ain't seen him. Christian Ponder ain't no joke, son. Christian Ponder is the truth. Just wait a minute. Let it happen. And let it marinate in your spirit after it happens. But anyway, we're going to get out of here. Y'all have a good day. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button.
God bless you all, man. Be safe.